Hello everybody, hello from California. This is A Reckless Mom, and I was watching a video earlier by Pamela over at FX Acrylics, and I've watched her pour a bunch of times, and I'm super inspired by the beautiful cells that she gets. So I'm gonna try to recreate what she did. The colors that I'm going to be using are like a really dark gray. I mixed that up myself with black, white, and a tiny bit of ultramarine blue. A navy that is a combination of black and ultramarine. A turquoise that is equal parts phthalo green and phthalo blue. Makes a gorgeous color. And you can see my consistency that I'm working with is the paint starts to make a mound, but doesn't really do it. Just kind of runs off my stick. Pretty thin. I have a deep violet. All of my paints are mixed with floetrol water. This is I can't remember, like a light violet maybe, light purple. Floetrol water, the floetrol is going to be about a 3-to-1, except in my metallics, this is going to be more of a 1-to-1. This is a gorgeous Decoart 24 karat gold. This is a little bit of that turquoise mixture of mine, and I mixed it with some silver to get a pretty turquoise. And then this is a silver mixed with just a drop of turquoise. I just wanted it to have a little bit of color. So, I'm going to start with my black, dark gray. You can see I've already put a kind of a base coat around the edges there. I kind of want my black to come out last, so it goes in first. I'm going to actually go dark to light. So then I'm going to add some navy. My turquoise. My deep violet. My light violet. I really should look and see what that is. And then I'm going to just put like a splash of the metallics in there as well. I don't know if that's going to do much. And then I am going to kind of intentionally put some metallics on the outer edges. And in theory, after watching Pamela's videos, what should happen is that this will come through the cup that I'm going to pour on top of it. We'll see. All right, so before I pour, I just want to show you how pretty that cup looks. And then I'm just going to do I'm working on a 10 by 10 canvas. earlier on Instagram, somebody was talking about the mistakes we make sometimes and the foolish things we do. And she was talking about how she had touched or something, her painting. And she asked if anybody else ever did that. I do that like all the time, but earlier was the best. I knew that this painting wasn't dry that I did yesterday. I knew it wasn't dry, but I wanted to make room here on my pouring table and move it onto my drying rack. And I not only put my hand in it, I dropped it. Tried to salvage it. We'll see. Fuck, right? I hope that what I did to it will salvage it, because it was really a pretty painting. I don't want to get rid of that altogether because that is super pretty down there, so I'm gonna let that stay. Now, what I'm hoping for is that some of those metallics are going to start popping up underneath these darker colors. And I see that I poured some of it off, but should be under there. Okay, well, we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, percolate. I've definitely got on my edges, I've got some gold peeking through and some metallics. So hopefully the rest of this is going to come through and play nicely. All right, I'm going to let it set. I'll come back in a little bit and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've let this sit for about 30 minutes and I did not get the results that I was hoping for, so I'm going to just pour right over it. I layered my cup in the opposite way that I did, starting with light to dark. And I'm just going to do a ring pour. We'll see what happens this time. This poor canvas is going to have so much paint on it. Sorry, I know my hand is in the way of the camera. Okay, take two. There we go. Now I'm getting some of those metallics popping through. Fortunately, a lot of them are right on the edges. And they'll probably fall off, but let's see if I can get some more. All right, well that's a little closer to what I had in mind. See if I can wipe some of this off so that too much doesn't end up dripping off the edges. The tray underneath is a glorious mess of color. It's actually really pretty. Okay, well that is much more what I had in mind. Yay. Thanks for watching. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can bring you in for a close-up here. Let's see if I can do this without stopping the camera. I have some beautiful, beautiful little cells popping up. The longer it sits, the more I'm getting. Oh, I love this. I love it. Thank you, Pamela at FX Acrylics, for the inspiration. You are amazing. Thanks for watching. These are the colors that I used for this painting. A lot of Arteza today. And just go back over it really quickly. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you how this is looking after sitting for probably 30 minutes or so. I have to say that I kind of am loving it. Practice, 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 experiment, experiment, experiment. Yeah, I kind of like it. Thanks again for watching.